Sam Adams, big. And I'll tell you what, that's a good job of the Miami offensive line getting on those two. But the problem is you got to double team them. So that frees up the linebackers. But Mike Holmgren said we got to win this game on defense by the play of our defensive line.
Dolphins red zone offense no better than 23rd in the league. 4 wide receivers. Marino needs the 12-yard line for a first down. Time, throws, complete, and that'll be short of a first down. That ball has been whistled down. Tony Martin close to a first down.
Well, he's looked from here. It's a good yard short. I think Jimmy Johnson, he'll play this conservative and kick the field goal.
And just as you say that.
Yep, I'm 0 for 1 for the playoffs. Here we go. I'm really surprised at this. You know, you talk about playing a game, slowing it down, all those types of situations. That means you get a chance to kick a field goal, you take the field goal.
This Miami team has been lacking in confidence. Play clock down to 1, and now Marino has to call a timeout. Clock is stopped with 2:09 to play in the first quarter. They'll talk about it. We'll take this timeout. During the timeout, Jimmy Johnson has changed his mind. Olindo Mare, who set an NFL record with 39 field goals this season, will attempt one from 32 yards out. And it's good. 2:05 to play here in the first quarter. And the Dolphins put 3 on the board. 7-3 Seattle. You think you have a sibling rivalry? How do you think Dolphins quarterback Damon Huard and his brother Seahawks quarterback Brock Huard feel? Find out on NFL.com. Sibling rivalry?
Well, Damon played a little practical joke on his brother Brock this week. Maybe we'll get a chance to tell him later.
Joseph and Rogers. This is Charlie Rogers from the 7. 25, 30, out to the 34, almost the 35-yard line. Dwight Hollier with the tackle, and we go down to Armin Catania.
Thanks, Greg. You know, Sean Dawkins had that first touchdown, but early in the season, he only had 15 catches in the first 5 games. He remembered something that his mother said, Sharon Ray, who died last May at the age of 52 after a long bout of lung cancer. She had raised Sean from the age of 2 all alone. Her last words were to him, keep your head up, don't let things get you down, fight through the adversity. He ends up with 58 catches and a career high 992, a season dedicated to his mother. Greg, back to you.
You bet, Armin. It has been a terrific first season here in Seattle for Sean Dawkins. Ricky Waters, left side, tripped up just across the 30-yard line, and we have a penalty marker down. And we have a player down at the 35. A Seattle Seahawk holding his knee, and that's Brian Habib, the 12-year veteran. Penalty will be against Seattle. Our referee today is Tony Correnti.
Illegal formation, offense, wide receiver step to the line of scrimmage, covered up an eligible receiver. The penalty is declined. Second down.
Loss of yardage on the play, so it'll be second down, but Brian Habib is still on his back. And Mike Holmgren with more than just passing interest in this. Habib, 5 years in Minnesota, 5 more in Denver, and his second here in Seattle.
Well, let's see if we can see what happens to Brian Habib, number 68. Goes down for the cut. Can't tell.
Habib walking off field, and that's good news.
Well, that'll make the coach happy. Mike Holmgren always concerned about his offensive line, especially the right side, a little thin in that area. So to lose one of those starters, especially when you're going against a team like the Dolphins, who are pretty good up front.
Number 63, Frank Beatty, has come onto the field and is inserted into the offensive line. 2nd and 12. Kitna going to come deep down the side. Joey Galloway, and it's incomplete. Terrell Buckley was there, and in fact, Galloway turned into defensive back to break up the interception.
Well, that's something Jimmy Johnson said to us. I kind of said it earlier on the touchdown. That was not Terrell Buckley's fault. But when he comes up and lines up with the receiver right on the line of scrimmage, everybody, when they throw it down the field, they are going to test Terrell Buckley out first. He has a tendency. Jimmy Johnson says this guy has a tendency to gamble, take chances. That creates big plays over him. But also he said when he's desperate and he is scared, he plays his best. And he said he was scared coming to this game today.
Seahawks looking to go 3 for 3 on third down, scrambling, getting the looks, throws, complete. Reggie Brown. Brown to the 40-yard line, but that's going to be short of the first down.
Short of the first down, and on fourth down and 4 yards to go.
Good job again by the Miami defense, pressuring the quarterback. They're getting a good push, and they were telling us last night they want to make John Kitna make a few quick decisions because they believe young quarterback, first playoff start, he'll make a big mistake.
Beagles kicks to Nate Jacquet. Jacquet from the 15. And is buried at the 23-yard line. Joey Elam's led the charge after the 44-yard punt. Dome.
Yeah, but it's cold out there today, Greg. We're coming in today. The wind's blowing. It's chilly, and Greg says, "Boy, I'm glad the game's inside." Me too.
43 seconds to play here in the first quarter. Pritchett and J.J. Johnson behind Marino, who operates from his own 23. J.J. Johnson across the 25 to the 27-yard line. The kind of production Jimmy Johnson wants to see on first down.
You know, Greg, let's just talk real quick about what Jimmy Johnson, how he's approaching the game. And he outlined it to us last night. And I go, Coach, why did you ever change? You were 8-2. It was working well. You were happy with it. I'd even asked him the questions before. And he says, I don't know. He says, you know, Phil, you sit over there sometimes and you look behind the center, you see Dan Marino. That's the candy store, and it's sweet, and you want some of it. So we let him throw the ball sometimes, too many times, and it costs us. Big mistakes that cost us games.
Johnson, running room across the 30 to the 34-yard line, and as the first quarter winds down, that appears to be enough for a Miami first down. We've played the first 15 minutes of this wild card matchup here in the Seattle Kingdom. Seahawks lead it 7-3. Back for the start of the second quarter in just a moment. Pretty pictures on the outside, lots of noise on the inside as we start the second quarter. On first down, Marino to throw. Going to throw it down the side. Penalty marker flies as the pass is intended for Tony Martin. Sean Springs was covering him.
All out blitz by the Seattle Seahawks defense.
Special birthday wish for a special fan, Mama Blue.
Now, this is something that's a little different from Miami's offense today. Seeing how the Seahawks blitz.
Holding. Defense, number 24. 5-yard penalty. Automatic. First down.
Because when they blitz, watch them. Here they come. All the linebackers. When they blitz, it's man-to-man coverage down the field. You see Sean Springs. Oh, and you can see the hold. He's got that jersey against Tony Martin. But what that means, it lets Dan Marino see the blitz. He can take his time. He knows it's man coverage. He can get rid of the football quick.
Double tight end setup, and the give is to J.J. Johnson across the 45 to about the 46-yard line. I want to remind you, coming up on the NASDAQ halftime report, Jim Nance, Craig James, Randy Cross, Jerry Glanville with first half highlights, a complete look at the playoff picture, and an interview with that magical duo from Tennessee, Frank Wycheck and Kevin Dyson, coming up on the NASDAQ halftime report.
Hey, Greg, we talked about it during the commercial break. It was a good first quarter for both teams. Seattle because they scored, but really for the Miami Dolphins, they withstood the barrage, the emotional outburst by the Seahawks, and it's only 7-3.
That doesn't get back to the line of scrimmage. J.J. Johnson is stuffed by the charge, led by Cortez Kennedy.
Well, Cortez Kennedy and Sam Adams, two big guys on the inside. Cortez, number 96, coming down the line. Look at that. Just keep hustling, go down the line, follow out your assignment, then you can make plays. This Seahawk defense, it has struggled this year, number 23 in the NFL, because players do not play the system.
You see right there, Cortez Kennedy's first appearance in 10 years. There may not be a more popular figure in Seattle this week than Tez. 4 wide receivers for Dan Marino. Throws complete at midfield to O.J. McDuffie. And that'll be close to a first down.
O.J. helping out. That's nice of him to help the official out. But again, Dan Marino catch the ball. Noise. Big pass rush. Get rid of the football quickly. And he finds his man in the middle always, O.J. McDuffie. But Greg, we talk about the noise. If you watched Buffalo and Tennessee play yesterday, Buffalo almost lost the game in the first half just because of crowd noise. You can tell the noise has died down a little in here some. The Dolphins, what they're doing, trying to keep the crowd out of it.
At midfield, Marino with a deep drop, throwing down the middle, has a man open, and it's incomplete. Tony Martin had the secondary beat.
Incomplete.
And Marino wants a call in the backfield.
Well, Dan Marino said, we're going to take some chances on first down and go down the field. They do it this time, and he has Tony Martin open just about 1 foot too far. Now, Dan Marino, I don't think he saw the ball land. He's going, oh, you're kidding me. It didn't catch it? Because when that football left his hand, a quarterback usually knows that throw was perfect in his eyes.
First incomplete pass thrown by Marino today. Up the middle, J.J. Johnson to the 45. And Darrell Williams with the stop.
But just to go back one more time about the crowd noise, and we talk about Jimmy Johnson, things that you tried to eliminate it with. Run the ball more, slow the game down, don't put your quarterback in a shotgun formation all the time on 3rd and longs, because the defense, they know it's going to be a solid snap, so they watch the center. The center yells to the offensive line, and they go, 1001, go. They don't even have to watch the football, so take away some of the advantages the Seahawks defense has with the crowd noise.
J.J. Johnson cut down at the 45-yard line. Chad Brown and Darrell Williams with the stop, and Miami will be forced to kick.
Now the Dolphins are going to be upset here because they had the perfect play on. The Seahawks come 3 down linemen. When they do that, it's going to be a blitz most time. Look at the blitz. Nobody out there, and all of a sudden the speed catches up. And look at the Dolphin coaches. They're all upset because they had the play called to make something big out of it.
Hutton kicks to Charlie Rogers. Bounces out of bounds. And it'll be Seattle ball when we come back at 11:28 to play here in the... Well, the Dolphins have wanted to balance things out today. They have done that. The Seahawks getting all their mileage through the air. Brian Habib is back on the field for the Seahawks and back at his right guard position, number 68. First down for Seattle. Kitten's going to give it to Ricky Waters, running room right side. Ball is loose on the ground, but it is blown down or signaled down, so that's no fumble.
Ruled down, no replay, can't challenge it. But John Kitna changed the play at the line of scrimmage, and it was a good job. Brock Marion comes up and makes the tackle. Ricky Waters succeed, hit, made him go to the ground, ball comes out, no fumble.
You know, we were talking about that noise just a little while ago. It was funny. We asked Jimmy Johnson, do you practice with noise? He goes, no, that's annoying.
Oh, that stuff's annoying. My coaches can't coach when I have all that noise piped into my practices. I agree.
Waters stuffed up by the middle of the Dolphin defense. Rich Owens was there.
Well, see, we're kind of getting back to what we saw earlier in the year with this Miami team. Play a little conservative and safe on offense. Punt it down. Now they got field position on their side. And the defense, of course, can be a little more aggressive, make things happen. And just watch them today. playoff atmosphere and all that, I know, but the Dolphin defense seems to be reacting and a little faster than I've seen in the last few weeks.
You see how far Kitna has to go for a first down. Quick pass, far side, complete. Pritchard gets out of bounds, but not before he gets the first down.
A nice job by John Kitna. Really a good throw. Oh, he picks up a couple yards, but he puts it on the line to the outside shoulder, lets Pritchard catch it and fall forward first for the first down. Now, you know, Kitna's got to be careful. If he keeps throwing to Mike Pritchard, the other receivers are going to get their feelings hurt. And they'll get upset.
On first down, Ricky Waters right up the middle for a couple. And, you know, Mike Holmgren was telling us, yeah, he's got to be wary of these feelings for the wide receivers.
Yeah, he does. If one guy doesn't catch enough passes, they all, well, coach him, I'm still the man. He goes, you're the man. Just relax. And he says it's really hilarious dealing with them all. If you correct them in practice or yell at them, their feelings get hurt. He says, hey, look, I still love you. Come on, what are we doing here? So it's really quite funny to listen to the whole scenario, especially how it changed when Joey Galloway came in.
Getting over the middle, complete. Out across the 35 is Reggie Brown out of the backfield, and that's a first down.
Reggie Brown.
Nice job by John Kitna. Good read. Nice short pass. Watch Reggie Brown come out, come underneath the coverage. The tight end goes up the field. Look at it. Clears out the middle. Good timing. You know, it doesn't look like that hard of a throw or nothing special, but the quarterback and the receiver, you got to be like a machine when you do those type of plays, because any type of mistake, ball goes in the air, it's going to be intercepted.
Joey Galloway back on the field now. Kitna with all kinds of time and throws down the middle and overthrows everyone except Brock Marion. Marion back to the 20, the 30, the 40, and out of bounds.
Well, John Kitna, I was going to say, first playoff game, who wants to hear that cliche? He can't deal with the pressure and all that, but this was not a good decision. Just an excellent job by Brock Marion chasing the long pass down. Dolphins football.
Battle a few moments ago. Wouldn't you have liked to have heard part of that conversation?
Well, it looks pretty controlled. I think John Kitna says it all. I believe watching the play when he first let it go, he was probably just trying to throw the football away, but man, these NFL defensive backs, they can run. And Brock Marion made a really wonderful catch on the interception.
Just under 8.5 minutes to play. Marino to throw, and it is incomplete. Intended for Stanley Pritchard out of the backfield. Let's go back to the interception.
Well, let's just take a look at it and see what happens. Here's Sean Dawkins at the top. Watch Brock Marion. He's the one that makes the interception. Good position, really good position by the defensive back staying underneath the receivers. And man, he is flying. Makes a one-handed catch with his right hand. Watch this.
Oh, that's a great job by Brock Marion.
Very nice.
10 yards to go from the 41.
John Kitna has a strong arm, but could not throw the coverage.
On second down, the screen. J.J. Johnson tripped up and falls down back at the 37-yard line.
Losing 4 yards, brought to the 37.
Cortez Kennedy being disruptive as usual.
Well, the defensive line and the fact that J.J. Johnson probably not 100%, just tough to execute these plays sometimes, and I cannot see him being tripped. Looks like the AstroTurf has got him.
Well, there's nothing like being sore and having not played much, and then Cortez Kennedy and all 310 pounds of him landing on you. Here comes the crowd. Marino over the middle, incomplete. They're looking for a penalty marker, which doesn't come. Darrell Williams, number 33, appeared to hit McDuffie long before the ball got there.
Well, I thought he got there a little early, and let's watch it as he comes across the middle. Nice route, and the hit. Well, I'll tell you this. Watch Darrell Williams. He goes in the front. He's making a play for the football. That's a good no call.
Hunt lofts this one to Charlie Rogers from the 15. Oh, and is decked just as he crossed the 20-yard line. Robert Jones, number 52, just put the wood to it. 8-yard return.